What's up, race fans? Stripes here. Thanks for tuning in to another Young Guns video. And this week we are in Sochi, in line with the Russian Grand Prix, which I think you'll agree was a pretty good race. It was nice to see Hamilton get some points again. Nice to see him slip through the field, and got to give Valtteri credit. I'm glad he got that win. It certainly spices things up for the championship moving forward. And of course, well done, Max. Very good performance, keeping P2 there off the line. So good job all round. So this is the Young Guns channel, like I said. Channel? Video? Series even? We'll try that again. Stripes is the channel. Like, subscribe, and share that one. Thanks. And also share this video. So Young Guns is all the drivers under 25 on the grid. There were 25 before the season starts, in case there's any birthdays throughout the season. Should add that one as well. And basically I just spin a wheel, randomizer, and we see who we get to run the race that is in line with the real world. So enjoy, sit back, and let's spin the Wheel of Steel. Well, there we go. Pierre Gasly, this week's lucky winner. So let's see if we can keep in line with his recent form and see if we can get him a big win today. Almost picked Kvyat there. It is his home race. And as like the last video, this is a double time qualifying lap, one-shot qualifying. A total of 0 laps practice before going into this one. I grabbed a quick setup offline and just online, I should say. And smashed it on the car and went for it. Know the circuit quite well from the games over the last couple of years, so thought, why not? We'll give it a jam. Same difficulty as before, same assist as before. Excellent, run wide there. That cost me P9 right now. The third sector in this track was my absolute downfall and is where I really regretted not doing a bit more practice before coming into this one. Ninth place, not too bad.
Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The fifth starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen.
At least I got the top 3 right.
Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo.
In line with today's race.
Gasly and Esteban Ocon. Perez, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Raikkonen.
I really enjoyed it actually. What much of a shit start did Max have though? I can believe it. I was gutted for him, but I was so chuffed he got that second in the end.
Now, it's almost time for lights out.
And here we go. We get down to the track and see what's happening. 5 lights. Albon ahead of me. Ricciardo to my right. Albon, absolute bog down. Thank you very much. I'll grab that one. Get him Ricciardo slipstream and see where we can go. I had a blinder of a start there again. He's given me that inside space here into the first corner, so I'm going to take that. Big dive. Up the gearbox of Leclerc there, and we will take P6 off the line. 3 positions off the grid. That is what I'm talking about. So, as you know with this track, this is... Leclerc and he tried to shut the door there, but I was already in. My nose was ahead, so I'm keeping that one. That was good racing. And Vettel, I give him a little love tap. Amazed how I didn't get any front wing damage there, to be honest with you. That was entirely my fault. And if anything had come out of it, I would have taken it on the chin. But P5, not a bad jig. Yeah, as I was saying, I actually really enjoyed the race. I've got to be honest. It's a track I enjoyed from a sort of speed perspective.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
Flat a lot of the way around here. And it was nice to do that in the game as well, to be honest. I'm just so happy Bottas got a win. Closes that gap to Lewis in the championship. It just makes it a bit more exciting. I mean, everyone's saying it's in the bag already, but we just don't know, do we? It's still a long way to go. Longer than we thought. I think when the season was as short as it was, going back a couple of races until they announced the new weekends, and I think everyone thought it was in the bag, to be honest, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did anyway. So there we are, lap 1. In the bag, half a second off Vettel, 6/10 ahead of Charles. Putting myself in a good spot here for the rest of the race. Can't see myself fighting with Max or the 2 Mercs, to be honest with you. The car obviously is in a slightly different class, but let's not rule anything out, you know. Only 13 laps on 25% race, which is bang on the money. to be honest. For a series like this, anyway. I've not had to adjust my fuel mix too much going round. I've done that intentionally. I could have pushed Vettel a little bit more, but I figured he was the only car I was racing here, and I was keeping up with him well, so I didn't want to go abusing that to save it for later in the race in case it was needed for any particular reason. So I just kept it on standard and just let it tick along, to be honest with you, which was probably my sensible shout. See that the three front runners are starting to build a little bit of a gap over Seb now. Half a second. Sorry. 0.7 seconds. But I thought I was racing quite well. A few little mistakes. I'll put that down to a lack of practice. But overall I was enjoying it. Lewis went fastest lap there, and this is what we needed. DRS. My problem with this race, unfortunately, was consistency as the laps go on.
About 0.3 a lap.
I don't know where he got that maths from, but 2 laps in and he's 6 tenths down, so that'll do. A bit early to be making assumptions like that, I think. Pretty much all came from the overtake, to be honest. So I set the brakes up pretty good in this, and in fact I've got it so I can brake quite a bit later than some of the other cars, which is good, but obviously try not to compromise my line then coming out of the corner. And from here it was just awful. I just didn't enjoy sector 3. Just coming around here into the DRS zone, I was losing so much time out of that corner. And then into the right-hander under the bridge. I just couldn't get the braking right. Good games on Seb there. Brake nice and early there, a bit too early. I felt like I didn't have too much traction coming through here, so you can see the car going there, having a fight to keep it under control where I wanted to put power down to catch Seb, whereas he seemed to be able to have it. So, and the same with that corner, so I need to have a little play about with the setup for when I do this track, I think. But all was fine at this point. But you can see my laps, or where they should be getting quicker, are getting slower for some reason. Not massively, but
ready to use DRS to overtake.
Not ideal either. So here we go. DRS on Seb, 0.2 of a second. Massive straight line speed. Push to the inside for the corner. Give him no chance there. We're going to brake nice and late, and then just cut him off from a possible move there to come back down the inside for the second corner, and that was nicely done. I thought I enjoyed that overtake. The car felt comfortable, and yeah, really chuffed. Up in a P4 now, but issue I had from this point is with the speed of Max, Valtteri and Lewis, I didn't think I would get anywhere near them, to be honest with you, and that was true. So 3 seconds ahead already up the road. My race now was really the Ferraris and staying ahead of them and anyone who was behind them. So just look on the mini-map quickly. That's a yellow dot. I think it was Ricardo. Yeah, so it was going to be interesting. There's a McLaren in the mix there as well, and Albon, the other Red Bull. So pit stops are going to be interesting. Very important to get a nice clean one, nice clean exit, and hammer the in and out lap. Oh, and you can see the car going there again. I just could not get comfy. I was trying different gears, and again, this is where you have to practice to make sure you can get these corners right, because I was losing so much time. Look at that, down to 3/10 against Seb.
Hamilton has the lead.
What I did have was well-held fuel. I was trying to build a gap here to get out of the 1 second, so you can see I'm rich for most of the lap. That probably wasn't helping the corners. Coming through sector 3.
We're approaching the pit
Should be
window.
using lean really through there.
We're leading our teammate by 4.3
I was just trying to keep it balanced, to be honest with you. So fuel management, I didn't spend too much on, to be honest. Look at that, Max is flying ahead now. I got no chance of catching these guys up with the way I'm driving here. Just back up to near half a second of the Seb. And we have 5 laps. We're on lap 5 of this race already, so time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? see I'm still in rich here, but I am building that gap, which is what I wanted. It was important. I knew coming up to sector 3 things were going to get tricky. If I could try and break the DRS just before the start of the shit corner series that I have, then I was hoping that would be good from there. But as you can see, I absolutely bodged that up. 7/10 of a second now, 5/10, and Seb's got DRS on me, so I keep it in rich, and we're going to give it another bash on to lap 6. Pits window-ish, I think around lap 8, if I remember correctly. That was not good in there either again, and he's right up on my chest.
Some information on Latifi, they're retiring from the race.
Latifi's out. Pretty sure he was last on the grid anyway, but still. Oh, how good was seeing George, Alex and Charles today having that little three-way battle. I think the commentator summed it up very well. It was so good watching them at the start of COVID when they were doing their sim racing stuff online. But you know, that's 3 good friends there. But when the helmets are on, yeah, it all happens on the track. And they're fighting for pride and position there, aren't they? Gap up over Seb again.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
Half a second, yeah, second a lap quicker, Max. Just ridiculous. I let them go, to be honest with you. My concern was Sebastian and Charles. As you can see behind, there is a little yellow dot right on Charles' tail as well. So, yeah, it's going to make things really interesting coming to the pits now.
Yellow flag, gap to car in front is
yellow flag.
5.8 seconds.
And I think Latifi's just off on the left here. Chilling out.
Okay, clear.
Green, green, green. Wasn't sure if they were going to bring a safety car out there. I quite would have fancied that, to be honest with you. Probably would have still stuck with the mediums, which is the natural choice here in a race like this. But he was in quite a sort of vulnerable position there on the left, but there was a gap in the fence as well. And look at that, a little divey there from Seb, but I didn't have that corner too badly blocked that time. I was able to keep the inside line. I didn't touch him, just let him know I was there, and he obviously let me know he was there. But then look at that, half a second down already. As soon as you give a pinch, AI slip right out of that one. And I'm going to try and break this second now before the pit stops. Here we go, hammer it down, 8/10. Quick lap behind, box this lap, lap 7, there we are, 1 off. Can I get it? Just before the line? No, I don't. It's 9/10. 1/10 off breaking that DRS from him, which was a shame, but we'll get there eventually. My sector 1 and 2 were absolutely fine. I could have done them a lot quicker. Like I said, if I'd hammered some practice in, but I was comfortable braking late, comfortable with the turns, comfortable with the gears. It was absolutely fine. It was just that 3rd sector, and there we go. Broken the 2nd. He's obviously coming under pressure from Charles, who's coming under pressure from either Ocon or Ricardo, which is obviously giving me the opportunity to spread a little bit coming in now on my in lap, which again, slowest sector 1, and I thought I was running pretty decent, but here we go. Things are deteriorating, obviously, as the tyres are wearing off. Yeah, I'll blame that. Not my driving. I'll blame the tyres. There we go. Big run there. And this pit lane is brutal. For those who don't know and those who do. Took a slightly wider entrance. Stop a lot, auto in, emergency stop on the line. Right, so here we go. Time for a quick sip of beer as we hit the pits. I'm pretty sure the real drivers don't do that, but being an athlete and all, I thought I'd keep things going. Stop, slow, 3.1. This is certainly no Red Bull stop here, but still a decent effort from the AlphaTauri boys. Or AlphaTauri, I should say. Get it right. So I come out in 14th, behind Roman, who had a shocker of a day today, didn't he, to be fair. And slam those brakes on. Keep it alive just about from the first corner. Could have gone a lot wider there. Don't know why I didn't. 6 seconds off the back of him. And Kevin. And I know I got a hammer one here. Just to keep the gap up over the Ferraris. No doubt given an opportunity they could be quicker than me. But I think I've done a pretty good job holding them at bay there. So 6 laps to go, or 5.5 laps left to go. Fuel is starting to wean now a little bit. I start to pull it down slightly now after this out lap. But very early there, I've got to let the car rotate or roll more into that corner. Over-braking. And over-braking on that one, which I think is what was compromising me onto the straight here. Is what would have been compromising me onto the straight. And this last sector was just an absolute dog's dinner on it, let's be fair. I mean, that was smooth, but slow as shit. Seen Milk turn quicker than that.
Daniela's in the pits.
Terribly slack lap. Here we go. I was very conservative on that. I didn't want to lose the car. After a few times of it wobbling out on the soft tyres, I think I just wanted to keep things on the track in a straight line. But of course, that was hampering my lap times overall. But there we go. Back out ahead of Leclerc. I've been in 9th place. Obviously, K-Mag still got to stop.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Still have to stop as well. Captain in Richie for some reason. I don't know why. I think I thought because Seb was still not in the mix. I think I thought I needed to hammer out another one, but I should have been working my field more. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest with you. I just sort of assumed everything was fine on a track like this. But there we are. Jeff's piped up and let me know.
Drop down to mix too soon.
But I have got that second over Leclerc, which is what I was aiming for. But going into the 3rd sector, do I keep it? That's the all-important question. Almost cocked that corner up again. Yeah, we'll keep the second there over the DRS line, which is good news. Standard mix now. Finally, see some sense. See where we come out in the mix of things now. So Magnussen and Giovinazzi, I can see her ahead of me here.
Albon is in the pits.
Alex is in. He was behind the Renault anyway.
Gap to teammate behind is 3.8 seconds.
See where we end up. Still in P4, exactly where we left it. Where's Seb gone? In first place. No, he can't be. Hamilton's in first place. I did wonder that at the time. I wonder what happened to him, but there we go. Something must have gone wrong. Can't even see him on the mini-map, to be honest, so he's well out of the running now. But yeah, Leclerc and Ricciardo
is 10.5
obviously going to be fun, and Albon is coming up there, Chuff as well, so plenty to keep us busy here. 3.5 laps left to go. Concerned Leclerc has picked up a bit of pace and is now back in DRS zone. And obviously where I've had to turn the fuel down, not an ideal position to be going into. But hey ho, I seem to be able to do these things for myself. So this is all about experience and practice and learning. So if you do watch, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. What can I do better next time? What am I doing wrong? I won't take it personally, as long as it's constructive. Rev there as well. Gotta drop that pedal there, man. And that lets Leclerc come right back into the disco, doesn't it?
There's
take more of these curves, I'm sure. I swear I see more sim racers do things like that. Need to watch a bit more, I think. It's a nice track though, isn't it? It was nice to see some fans there today. I know they tried it before. But it looks relatively busy. Obviously things are a bit different in Russia, I believe. But hopefully everyone with the teams and that was staying safe as well. We are back in lockdown here in Wales, living the dream. Let's hope my liver can handle this one. But hopefully gives me a bit more chance to record some more videos and things as well on the weekends and in the evenings. So looking forward to that. I got some career mode ones I need to edit, my team ones, which I will get around to eventually. But I really enjoy doing these just one-off races at the moment as well, just to keep it in line with the real world race weekends, because it's always nice to talk about what happened in the race as well. So did it? In the race, I swear Lewis went to the #1 podium after the race and stole Valtteri's hat or something. Cheeky bastard. Yeah. Oh, and there it is. I knew there was something that happened. I lost it out of that corner. Charles could not get enough traction around the edge though. There was a touch, there was contact. Not intentional as well as regaining the car, and Charles came around the outside. I think we just touched wheels. That was almost bad news for the race there, because I think if I'd lost that, Leclerc and Ricciardo would have got back around me. I managed to regain it pretty quick as he was still sort of recovering from the little bump, I think, and yeah, held it, which was good. Bit of drama with a lap and a bit left to go. Well, pretty much 2 laps. What's the gap now? 8/10. Slipped right off after that. Well, Ricciardo came straight up to him, didn't he? And that was my chance now to hopefully pull away and seal the deal for 4th place, because Ricciardo was going to be giving Leclerc a bit of grief, especially as he's got DRSAs within the 1 second. So might have been my saving grace, him trying that move around the outside there. But by going around the outside there, unless he had a full car with the head, I was always going to take that inside line into the last corners there, last 2 corners. Half a second. Slow as hell through the last sector as always. Opens that door right back up to Charles. Dan needs to come up here.
In front is 14.
Just needs to keep it tight, keep it sensible, keep it on the road. You can hear me there. You might be able to hear that. Jeff telling me there's 14 seconds to catch up with Max, as if I give a shit about that with a lap and a bit to go. Look at this traffic jam I've caused now behind. Now, I think I've got Leclerc, Ricciardo, Albon, and someone else behind me.
This is your final lap. Final lap.
Maybe not. No, just Leclerc, Ricciardo, and Albon. This is it, last lap. Every single one of them has got DRS, but I don't. They got the rear flaps open. I'm going to the inside. It's obviously going to be late break from me. And there we go. It's a massive lunge. Charles locks up. He cut into me there. I left him plenty of space. He locked up, if anyone saw on the video. And that was his own fault. Perfectly good racing, that was. And is that going to be that? No, still 2/10. He's right on my tail. Right up the gearbox. Let's give it a bit here. Problem was fuel. It's dropping down to plus 0.12. Plus 0.12 still. 1-1. 10. It's flying off now. Just had to keep it rich as much as possible. So worried about this 3rd sector. And here we go. That was, isn't it? Apologies. Oh, here it is. Sector 2. Sorry, end of sector 2. Here we are. Fuel is pretty much on the edge now. Got a gap though. Him and Ricciardo squabbling have absolutely saved me coming through that last part of the track. Bashed this one into lean. Nice and fluid through there. Hamilton takes the win. Wasn't that far behind actually. There you go. A couple of minutes. Up into Rich. Hammer it down the last main straight of the race. Last 2 corners. 3/10 up. Yeah, baby. P4. Very happy with that. Cricks of a beer.
Take care of the car on the way
Job
in.
done. Oh, there it is. Bit of air drumming and driver of the day for Mr. Gasly. Loving life.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. And talk to
Lewis.
me. What do you think it was that sealed the win?
An all too familiar sight,
I'd say it
but
was down
not
once again
today
to
in the real
consistent
world, Mr.
driving,
Hamilton.
nailing the corners,
Great news.
working to the track conditions,
I do like
perfecting
Bottas,
the
in
team
case you're wondering.
strategies. They got all of these things
Big
right
fan of his
today,
work.
and the results speak for themselves.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they
Just get
certainly
through the
deserve it.
podium. I was quite pleased with the way I drove in that. 4th place in a Alpha Tauri. Just to be stuck behind the usual 3 Musketeers out front was pretty good news, I thought. So I'm going to take that one, and
Now, let's
very
discuss,
chuffed with
Hans.
that.
Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team
Yeah,
did
you
a
will,
good job
Hans.
with the strategy to put him in amongst the
Atta
pack.
boy.
But it's the driver's
And
job
Danny
to
Kvyat in 9th.
capitalise
Look at
on
that.
those
Great news for him.
opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
13th
Well,
tonight.
Hans,
Good.
an end to another
9th
fantastic
place.
weekend of
At
racing.
his home Grand Prix.
Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So thanks for tuning in, guys. There it is, Sochi, the Russian Grand Prix, Young Guns, and a great race again. I really enjoyed that. It was not too much commentary to talk about, not a great deal going on, but I thought I drove pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it if you watched. Please remember to like the video and also share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel on YouTube and give us a follow on Facebook. It would mean a lot to me. So make sure you watch the last video that I did and also hit the subscribe button. It would absolutely mean the world to me to be able to boost the profile of this a little bit more and what I'm trying to do here. But of course, we'll see you for the next one. Stay tuned. Peace.